What's up, guys? Today I'm going to teach you how to fix your AC in your international truck. You guys come take a look. This is for the older models. This one here is currently a 07 9400, but they're all pretty much the same. Come take a look. Super easy.
This old man in the country that I know, no money in what he used to grow. No, he don't care what people think. When a farmer turns into a hippie, times are hard in Mississippi.
All right, guys, this is on a 9400 International. What you're going to do, what this truck was doing, it was blowing cold air out of the rear AC, and the front was blowing hot. So after doing a little checking and testing, I'm gonna show you guys what to do, and it could be an emergency roadside fix or whatever that you can do, because this is a common issue on these trucks, and it has to do with the AC unit that's located under the passenger seat. This here, I've already taken the bolts out, so it'll be a little quicker. First thing you gotta do is remove your seatbelt bolt, and there's bolts in the seat as well as bolts in the floor part here, and this is a steel plate under it, and I'll show you how all that comes apart. And then I'll show you what the issue is and how it could help you if you got cold AC in a bunk, but hot AC up front. You guys take a look. All right, guys, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna set the seat out of the way. This thing is just to lay it over, stick it up under the back bunk. You want to pull your plastic cover off. It's got the cup holders and stuff in it. And then you want to take your metal cover off. I'm going to show you kind of the internals of what's going on. This here, we've already had to kind of rig it up because the blend door motor was bad in it. And the problem was the door here, I can get my camera to work. This door was staying closed, which means it was pulling the heat through the heater core. This was causing the front heat, or front AC, to blow hot. So we was able to get the motor working in it, and we had to kind of make a little new rod because the clip was broke here. So we made that out of a coat hanger to get us by, and it got by for a few days until the parts come in, and now we're ready to put the new stuff back in. But if you're in a tight, you can always disconnect this rod, pull this door open, and it will blow through your your AC. So that's what you can do kind of in a pinch if you've got heat or air working in one and not the other. So it could be, you know, the door's open here and you're trying to use your heat. The heat's working in the back, not in the front, or vice versa. If it's working up front and not in the back, this is going to be the blend door for the rear. So it's toward the rear. Of course, the front one's toward the front. So that's an easy way for you to keep it straight. And you can always open the door to make it work for your needs as you so desire for that one side until you can get it fixed properly. But I'm going to show you how to replace this motor. And so it had a cap over it and all of that, and we just had to make it work until we could get the parts in. So today I'm going to show you how to replace that and fix it the right way. But like I say, in a pinch, remove this rod, open it where it pulls through your AC side, your front AC will work, and same way with the back. You know, if you need to switch it and your blend motors are bad, the front blend motor is always on the front, the rear motor is always on the back. So I'll show you guys how to replace it. Y'all stick around. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of what happened, why this motor failed. Like I say, the blend door wasn't opening, and when I took the cover off, as you can see here, it's got a little worm gear that looks like a screw. That actually had a crack in it and was laying down in the housing. So I took that off and put some glue on it and put it back on and realigned all the gears. And we got it to working, but the brushes are bad, so you'd have to kind of tap on it to get it to work. And when we went to remove the rod, as you can see, the clip is laying down in the bottom down there. That was up here, and it actually held this rod, which is the factory rod. This is the part here that goes on your blend door, and it laid in that clip. Well, of course, it's a 07 model truck, so the clip broke. So that's why we made this rod, so we could just take the clip out and put it through the hole until we could get another one. Of course, we got the motor in, so I'm going to replace that today and show you guys how that works. But the rod is still going to be several days out before we can get it. So the owner of the truck wanted to go ahead and replace the motor, leave this rod intact because it is working. So that's what you may want to check. Like say this worm gear here was broken and cracked, so I put some glue in it. Got it all back to working, but you'd have to tap on this, which he would just hit the seat, and it was enough to get the brushes to engage. So anyway, your motor will look like this motor with a cover on it. So, you know, don't be looking for a zip tie or none of this crazy crap going on, but that's the way it'll look. And there's 3 bolts, studs sticking through, and it is a 9mm nut that holds them down. So you want to remove all 3 of those, and you can pull this off, and I'll walk you through that. All right, guys, so the first thing you want to do is unplug it. It's got a little push-in thing here. Just unplug that, lay that kind of over out of the way. Grab your 9mm and take off the 3 nuts. Like I say, on the one that you're probably dealing with, it's not going to have the cap missing and a zip tie, so you don't have to worry about that. But on this one, we're going to go ahead and cut the zip tie so we can get this thing out of there. All right, the next thing you want to do is pull this up, and your rod will have that clip on it, so you'll have to take a screwdriver and pop the clip door open, and the end of your rod will look like this. Have the little threaded pieces on it. You just take it out. This one's going to be a little more aggravating because of the rigging we had to do on it, but like I say, it works, so that's all that matters. So anyway, that's it. That's your motor. And when you order the motor, if you just ordered the motor, it'll just be the motor. Like I say, I have a black cover on it, and this rod just simply pulls out of the bottom. And I'll show you how to get a new one in there. All right, guys, here's the new actuator motor for the blend door, and I'll show you guys how easy of a fix this is. All right, like I say, when you get it, it's not gonna have the arm on it, so we need to reposition our arm. You just line it up, stick it in there, and go back to getting it put on. Start back putting your nuts in, and to get all that hooked back up, I'll show you guys that way you can make sure everything's working right, and we'll go over how to check it. Super, super, super simple. All right, get your nuts back in, just plug it back up. What we're going to do now, I'm going to walk over and turn the key on, and we'll see how it works. Turn the bunk side off so it's a little easier to hear, and we'll switch it on the heat side. And you can see it's closing the AC side off, and she stopped. So we'll flip her back on AC. And the door here, you guys can see it a little better, is open. So that's pulling it through the AC side. So we'll switch it back to heat, and we can kind of see how it's moving in there. Alright guys, so that's how you fix it. Alright, so we know we got all that working right. I'm happy with the way it's working. As soon as the new arm comes in, we'll be changing that out as well. So the next thing you want to do is go back and put your steel plate back on your base, put your cup holder back on, bolt your seat back down, and don't forget to bolt your seat belts up. Like always guys, if you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe down here below, and you can look in my truck fixing playlist, and there's quite a few do-it-yourself repair jobs in there. But anyway guys, y'all have a great one, and we will catch you next time.